Ocaña is a Colombian municipality located in north of Santander. Its economy is based on gastronomy, agriculture, and tourism. One of the mostly visited places is the Virgin's Water, founded on May 18, 1911. It is a beautiful place where you have to climb a rock stairs until you hit the top. Ocaña's food always been so delicious and homemade. The funniest anecdote that I remember is when I was riding my BMX bike in front of my house. There was a very steep hill and I was riding close it. So I lost control of the bike's handlebars and went downhill. Then fell at the end of the hill. My brothers were scared, but I just laughed and aloud.
Santa Marta was the first city founded in South America in 1525 by Rodrigo Bastidas, after he killed and stole the Tyrones. Years ago, the Santa Marta's region were inhabited by Tyronas natives. The natives' towns were masterpieces of architecture, had stone roads, terraces, and the earth was reserved for agriculture. They sowed corn, pineapple, and yuca. It's important to talk about bananeras slaughter. In 1928, United Fruit Company's workers declared a strike because of labor conditions. Days later, with the objective to finish the strike, the United Fruit Company and Colombia's army murdered 2,000 workers. The My reasons to talk about Santa Marta are uncountable, but the main reason is stand out its ecotourism. Santa Marta has beach, jungle, and history. Also, Santa Marta was our first adventure trip in family. In that trip, we walked, swam, and woke up early every day. I will share my family's anecdote in Santa Marta. A few years, my family and me visit the Sierra Nevada. In one of Minca rivers, we want to take selfie with the selfie stick, but that was a bad idea and the cell phone fell into the river.
I chose the Guajira because it seemed to me a beautiful place to investigate. Colombia in general has a great cultural wave as a result of the historical processes of miscegenation, which have resulted in the presence of black communities, with 29% of the total population and indigenous groups with 3.4% of the national total. Distributed in 87 towns with approximately 64 native languages belonging to 22 linguistic families, all of which has resulted in a varied legacy of traditions, customs, and manifestations, turning a territory into a privileged destination for locals and visitors. La Guajira is a Colombian department in the Caribbean Sea, which borders Venezuela and covers most of the La Guajira Peninsula. It's distinguished by its desert landscapes, giant sand dunes, and remote farm and fishing villages of the Guayu indigenous people. The capital city, Riohacha, has a coastline lined with palm trees, beaches, and crab stalls, and serves as a getaway for adventure tourism in the region. The first inhabitants in the department of the La Guajira were those of the Aragual linguistic family, who arrived 10,000 years ago, and later those of the Chibcha, who occupied the south, exactly in the Sierra Nevada. Those of the Caribe family probably settled 2,000 years ago, and according to studies, both the Arawaks and Caribs reached the territory of the Guajira Plain and vacated other previously settled settlers. This 53 years old Wayu indigenous woman lives in the Ayhuaya community, located in the ancestral territory of El Paraíso, in a rural area 17 kilometers from the municipality of Riohacha, capital of La Guajira. There live 17 families who live from agriculture, herring, and weaving in those dry lands embraced by the sun and starry nights. The original Wayunaiki language is spoken, which they have tried to preserve, feeling and deep respect for a very vivid memory. Even on the UNESCO list of intangible cultural heritage of humanity,